What to do if you're bad at sales. Now, I'm mainly speaking to digital marketers, agency owners, freelancers, creative agency owners, etc. If you are trying to land more high-ticket clients for your firm, for your business, and you feel like sales itself as a general topic is frustrating, or maybe it causes anxiety in you because you really hate pitching or talking to someone else about your service, any of that, this video is going to be really helpful for you. Okay, I'm diving right in. Number one, the first thing that will really help you if you suck at sales right now is understanding your TAM. TAM, that stands for Total Addressable Market, or in the digital marketing space, we like to use the word niche. Obviously, this is the industry or general space that you are in, the type of clients you're going after. The more you understand your TAM, the more you can relate to their issues or pain points, the better you will be able to ask questions on a sales call, diagnose their current situation, and begin to think through with them or consult with them about the solution or how they're going to overcome that issue. And quite frankly, if you can position your service as the solution to that issue, then the sale is almost in the bag. Number two, try to have low pressure conversations first. Let's say that the industry you're going after is the plumbing industry. Okay, you're a digital marketing agency or a creative agency, short form content agency, whatever you are, and the niche that you're trying to land clients in is the plumbing industry. What would really help you is that if you found a plumber that maybe you know, maybe a friend or family member or someone that you can just reach out to locally and strike up a friendship with, and you have a low pressure conversation with them about their business in general, what their pain points are, what their struggles are, what they really hate about their industry, what they hate about marketing companies in their industry, etc. And just have, again, a low pressure conversation with someone who would be a prospective client, but you are not pitching to them. Have a conversation with someone who would be a prospective client about what they want to see in a marketing company or a creative agency, so that way you can start to tailor your services and your offer towards that. But first and foremost, it's just going to be a pleasant, low pressure conversation that is not a sales call, and it's going to get you used to more and more talking to people in your niche or in your TAM. Okay, number three tip that will really help you if you're struggling with sales: use a script. I know this may sound like a no-duh piece of advice, but you would not believe how many agency owners and freelancers and creative agency owners, etc., I see just straight up winging it on sales calls. I feel like a lot of agency owners feel like, hey, if I just get on a sales call with a prospect who needs help and I just tell them about my service and what I do and how good it is, and I just show them like, hey, our services are amazing, we're the best agency ever, they're just gonna like lay down and buy. When really that's not the case. You have to use a script that follows a certain formula. By the way, on my YouTube channel, I have a whole video that covers our 8-step agency sales script. I highly recommend you check that out, okay? It walks you through the whole process of a sales call, which is like intro and rapport, getting to know the prospect; discovery, which is like getting to know their pain points and what's really struggling or what's not working in their business. Then there's the transition into the pitch, where you really start to talk about, hey, here's how we can help you solve those problems that we just talked about. And then of course at the end, there's like a temperature check where you're getting a feel for whether they feel like this would be a good solution as well. And then there's the price presentation and the close, the whole 9 yards. Again, we have a full video on it on my YouTube channel, so if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe and check out that video. I think it's called the 8-step agency sales script. Be sure to check it out, okay? But if you're winging it without a script like that, odds are you're just gonna ramble on about your service and you're not actually going to hit the certain psychological checkpoints that would move a prospect towards the goal line or towards the sale. So use a script. Tip number 4, role play daily. If you are serious about this whole grow your agency thing and get really good at sales, I highly recommend finding someone else who's on that journey with you, another digital marketer or another agency owner, and you two team up, buddy system, role play together every day to sharpen your skills. And what I mean by role play is you two get on a call, one of you acts as the agency owner and one of you acts as the prospect, and you role play a full sales call so you can practice going through the motions. By the way, shameless plug really quick, if you are interested in teaming up with other agency owners or joining a world-class community of 6- and 7-figure agency owners, there should be a link in the description. We are now offering a $7 7-day trial to Agency Collective. We have all the resources you need as an agency owner or a marketer if you're struggling with client acquisition or sales like we're talking about in this video, or getting things like fulfillment and account management off your plate so you can focus on increasing revenue. So I highly recommend checking that out. Tip number 5, another seemingly obvious one, do the reps. Do the repetitions, okay? Please don't tell me after 3 or 4 or 5 calls that you feel like you suck at this, or it's overwhelming, or this isn't for you. I'm going to be frank with you. Try telling me that again after like 40, 45, 50 calls. If you don't try it enough times, you won't even see if you're good at it or if you like it. And especially if you're not using a script and not practicing and doing role plays, if you're not putting in the reps, you're not going to get good at it, which means you're probably going to end up not liking it. And that's going to be like a negative self-fulfilling prophecy, right? You don't do a lot of work. You don't get good at it. You don't get good results. Therefore, you end up hating it. However, I can tell you from experience, even a introvert like me who hated the notion of getting on a sales call with someone I didn't even know, I have learned to love sales, okay? And in point number 7, I'll be talking about here in a minute, I'll tell you like why and what helps me love it even more, okay? But that's the main thing, do the reps. Doing the reps is what allowed me to get the hang of it, get better at it, and then naturally start to love it along the way. Point number 6, this might be one of the best things on the list, is call reviews, okay? Here's the thing, I just mentioned you need to do the reps, right? I kind of view one sales call, of course, as one rep, one repetition, obviously. But here's the thing, I view call reviews as like 20 reps. Yes, you heard me right. I think call reviews are literally like 20 times more effective at increasing your sales ability than just a call. Because whenever you get on a call review with a sales trainer, they're going to pick apart the way you're saying things, your tonality, your pacing, whether or not you stuck to the script, how you handled that objection, how you handled the close at the end, whether you push the prospect towards the goalpost or not. They're going to give you all this feedback, and I promise you the next time you're on a sales call, you're going to remember what they said and you're going to implement what they said, and it's going to make you such a better closer, and you're going to close way more deals, okay? So role play, that's a big, big deal. Again, like I mentioned a couple points ago, if you want to work with agency sales trainers and sharpen your skills with other agency owners, click the link below. We have a $7 7-day trial for Agency Collective, and we do call reviews and sales trainings on a weekly basis that you can join in on. And my last tip, point number 7, and this is what I said a minute ago, makes sales really easy for me and makes it very enjoyable. Keep the goal in mind, which is helping your client achieve their goals, okay? So first things first, why are we doing this? I'm not just talking about sales or sales calls. I'm talking about running an agency in general. If you're in this to just make money, you're only going to get so far. We are in this to help other business owners grow and scale and solve problems, and yeah, just in general, grow their company. That's what we're here for. So if you keep that in mind while you're on the sales call, in the back of your mind, you're not thinking, ooh, I want to close this deal, make a bunch of money, but instead you're thinking, wow, this person has an issue or a bottleneck, and I think I could really help them and change their life. Man, that's going to be the thing that really pushes you and drives you to try your best to close the deal off of like moral obligation. You should have it in your mind that like, man, if I don't close this guy, he's going to be way worse off. If I don't close this guy, he's not going to get the marketing help he needs to start truly growing his company. You kind of have like that moral obligation if you are truly in this to help your clients' businesses grow. So again, keep the first thing first, keep the goal in mind. We are here to help the client achieve their goals. And whenever I keep that in the forefront of my mind, again, that also like decreases the pressure of the conversation. Like, what if he says no at the end of this call? Well, at least I try my best to help the client. What if this prospect doesn't like what I have to say? Well, at least I know in the back of my head, I was doing my best to help them better their company and achieve their goals. So that does it for this video. That was my 7 quick sales tips for if you are a digital marketer or agency owner who's struggling to get better at sales. For the 3rd time, I believe the thing that will help you the most is if you join a community of other agency owners, do sales training, do role plays, do this whole agency journey thing with other people. That makes it so much easier. Again, we have a $7 trial for Agency Collective in the description below. I hope to see you there. If you struggle with sales, it's the place to be, okay? I hope this video was very valuable. Please comment below and let me know what other topics you want me to cover on this channel. Thanks.